Ireland elects first black female chancellor. Theresa May will resign on 7 June. Nigeria's Buhari kicks off second term with low-key inauguration. EE launches next-generation mobile network in UK. 5G fails live on air on launch day. Boy 6 falls from roller coaster. Luciano Spalletti sacked as Inter Milan manager. Sheikh Khalid provides proof of funds to buy Newcastle United. Manchester United slabs £80 million price tag. Atlanta United will broadcast Champions League final. Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. Children whitening skin to avoid racial hate crime. Hello there and welcome to Rich World Television News. I am Veronica Obadara. Googlebox Island star Yemi Adenuga has become the first female black chancellor to be elected to a county council in the Republic of Ireland. Often referred to as Energy in Motion, Nigerian-born Yemi Adenuga is a first-time candidate for Fine Girl in the Republic of Ireland. Yemi grew up in the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. She obtained her Master of Business Administration, MBA, from the Liverpool John Moores University, United Kingdom. Yemi holds a postgraduate certificate in Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Enterprise from the University of Dublin, UCD Innovation Academy, among other qualifications. Recently listed as one of Ireland's most influential women by the Irish Tatler magazine, Yemi Adenuga is a multi-award-winning African leader, TV personality, women and youth issues advocate, and now a politician. From Rich World Television, we are saying a big congratulations, Chancellor Yemi Adenuga. British Prime Minister Theresa May has bowed to intense pressure from her own party and has named 7 June as the day she will step aside as Conservative leader, drawing her turbulent 3-year premiership to a close. Speaking in Downing Street, May said it had been the honor of her life to serve as Britain's second female prime minister. Her voice was breaking as she said she would live with no ill will, but with enormous and enduring gratitude to have had the opportunity to serve the country she loves.
I will shortly leave the job that it has been the honor of my life to hold. The second female prime minister, but certainly not the last. I do so with no ill will, but with enormous and enduring gratitude to have had the opportunity to serve the country I love.
The Prime Minister listed a series of what she said were her government's achievements, including tackling the deficit, reducing unemployment, and boosting funding for mental health. The former Foreign Secretary, Boris Johnson, is the frontrunner to be Britain's next Prime Minister. Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari was sworn in on Wednesday for a second term at a low-key inauguration ceremony in which he surprised many by not delivering a speech. The 76-year-old former military leader faces a long list of challenges, including combating a sluggish economy, high unemployment, and a decade-old Islamic insurgency. His 4-year first term, in which he rarely gave public addresses, was overshadowed by speculation about his health and marked by a long absence abroad for medical treatment. But he won a clear endorsement in February's election with 56% of the vote. Standing beside his wife, President Buhari took the presidential oath at an open-air ceremony in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. The inauguration ceremony was mostly attended by officials linked to either the government, the military, or the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) party. Foreign dignitaries will be invited to celebrations on June 12, a national holiday in Nigeria commemorating the 1999 return to civilian rule. In the United Kingdom, EE has launched the UK's first next-generation 5G mobile network with a concert by rapper Stormzy live-streamed from a boat on the River Thames. 5G mobile networks offer faster downloads, but customers will need a new handset to take advantage. At first, the service will only be available in limited areas of Belfast, Birmingham, Cardiff, Edinburgh, London, and Manchester. And rival Vodafone plans to switch on its 5G service in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, the BBC's Clive Myrie was attempting to talk to a BBC correspondent, Sarah Walton, about the launch of 5G while using the technology to broadcast live from Covent Garden in central London, but the network cut off. Clive had to apologize to viewers, saying,
"Okay, Sarah, I'm going to have to interrupt you there because bizarrely the 5G line isn't working properly. So apologies to our viewers for that."
Now, what an unfortunate first impression for 5G mobile network. A 6-year-old boy has been airlifted to hospital after witnesses said he fell from a theme park ride. The boy is believed to have fallen from the Twister roller coaster at Lightwater Valley near Ripon in North Yorkshire. Witnesses reported hearing screams and seeing the boy hanging backwards from the carriage. But police said his condition was not believed to be life-threatening, and the park said the ride was closed and health and safety experts were on site. A report has said children are whitening their skin to try to avoid a rising tide of racial hate crimes in which even babies under 1 year old have been targeted, a charity has said. The National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children, NSPCC, said racial abuse and bullying of children had risen by 1/5 since 2015 to 2016 to more than 10,000 incidents recorded by police last year. The charity said some callers to Childline, that is its telephone help service, had tried to change their appearance by using makeup to whiten their skin. And some children told counselors that they kept their pain a secret from their parents because they did not want to upset them. So the NSPCC figures were compiled from Freedom of Information requests to police forces across the UK. The charity said children aged 12 to 15 were most likely to be affected. And now, sport. Luciano Spalletti has been sacked as Inter Milan boss, with the Italian club expected to replace him with former Chelsea manager Antonio Conte. Spalletti, who had a contract until 2021, led Inter into the Champions League for the first time in 6 years in the first of his 2 seasons. This year, his side finished 4th in Serie A and were knocked out of the Champions League at the group stage. Conte has been out of the game since being dismissed by Chelsea last July. The investment group in talks to buy Newcastle United says it is assisting the Premier League in its fit and proper person test and has provided proof of funds to buy the club. The Bin Zayed Group, representing UAE billionaire Sheikh Khalid bin Zayed Al Nahyan, agreed terms with Magpie's owner, Mike Ashley, on Monday. The group said that a signed document of these terms had now been sent to the Premier League, and the deal is worth a reported £350 million. Sheikh Khalid is a relative of Manchester City owner Sheikh Mansour. And Manchester United have slapped a price tag of £80 million on Inter Milan target Roman Lukaku. The Belgian striker joined United from Everton for an initial fee of £75 million plus £15 million in add-ons in 2017 and has been one of several high-profile signings in recent seasons, and they have failed to light up Old Trafford. And the countdown for this year's Champions League final has begun. A match that will see Premier League clubs Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur take each other on to become the new European champions. This year is Liverpool's second chance in a row, but it's a task that won't be easy against the Spurs side and should be a true spectacle. And that is why MLS franchise Atlanta United will open the doors of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium to broadcast the game, as club president Darren Eales has had a soft spot for the Londoners ever since he was part of Tottenham before moving to the States. The Five Stripes wanted to make sure that one of the biggest days in Tottenham's history was on show, so everyone could see the biggest match in club soccer. And world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua says a fight with fellow Briton Tyson Fury will be his focus if he defeats Andy Ruiz Jr. on Saturday. WBA, WBO, and IBF champion Joshua, 29, had hoped to meet WBC champion Deontay Wilder to set up a unification bout, but the American has agreed a rematch with Luis Ortiz. Joshua told BBC Sport it is time to negotiate what he calls a solid fight. With Joshua, Wilder and Fury all attached to different broadcasters in the United States, negotiations for fights between the three are very complex. The former world champion Fury, 30, fights German Tom Schwarz in Las Vegas on 15 June. And that's all the news we have for you on Rich World Television. I am Veronica Obadara. Thank you very much for watching.